Welcome, horror heads and clown dodgers. Grab your nerve, your nicest red balloon, and settle in, because I'm reviewing episode 1 of HBO Max's It, Welcome to Derry, the only show that guarantees you'll never sleep soundly in a foggy town again. For the next 10 minutes, I'll break down everything you need to know, sprinkle in enough wit to keep the balloons afloat, and who knows, maybe teach you how to spot cosmic evil in your next birthday party. Let's get going. So, first things first, Derry, the town that's practically a character all by itself. From the very first scene, it oozes dread. If I lived there, my hobbies would include not leaving the house and checking the shower drain hourly. The cinematography is pure vintage terror. Think Mad Men, but if Don Draper was a shape-shifting clown with a taste for existential misery. We open with a bang and a whimper. Meet Maddie. Birthday boy, social outcast, poor soul with a guest list shorter than my patience waiting for the next season of Stranger Things. HBO really nailed the small town vibe. Everyone smiles, but you can tell the only thing more contagious than the local gloom is the supernatural secrets they're desperately hiding. Now, Maddie's birthday bash is the emotional core of episode 1. Picture it. One balloon for every traumatic memory. Even the cat couldn't be bothered to show. But his vanishing isn't just about horror for horror's sake. It's the spark that ignites a town-wide meltdown. And, of course, the beginning of another Pennywise cycle. If your town's legacy includes missing children and questionable sewers, maybe consider moving. Lily, Teddy, Phil, Susie, our main crew, could easily headline a support group called Why Did We Ever Move to Derry? They're juggling grief, hope, and just a pinch of denial. Teddy, for instance, clings to the idea Maddie might still be alive. And honestly, you root for him until you remember where you are. Derry, where hope goes to die and red balloons bloom. Naturally, this episode doesn't just drop Pennywise on us straight away, but the specter of clown-based chaos looms over every scene. The writers play a long game, dropping clues about the town's history and hinting at the trauma that's been handed down like an awful family recipe. Odds are, if you're not haunted yet, you're just not trying hard enough. Now, let's talk about the Pennywise cycle. If you thought your neighborhood watch program was intense, wait until Derry kicks off a season of cosmic terror. The creators dig deep into the lore, giving us not just jump scares, but real psychological unease. There's one scene with Maddie that got me. He meets a perfect family, and by perfect, I mean about to traumatize audiences for years. Instead of a teddy bear or a slice of cake, he's greeted by a mutant baby. Less nursery, more freak show. If Stephen King ever opened a museum for deeply disturbing ideas, this thing would have its own wing. The FX team are maniacs in the best way possible. Episode 1 puts practical effects front and center. Prosthetics, puppetry, and a mutant baby so convincing you'll swear your next cough is tentacle-related. There's even a bit where a fake pregnant belly gets an actual human arm shoved through it. And I have questions, mostly about how the actors sleep at night. The mutant baby pops up again, scaled taller and weirder, and that's when you know you're watching something special. When the effects budget is split evenly between fake blood and emotional therapy sessions, you're in good hands. Let's talk pacing, tension, and sound design. The episode keeps things slow but utterly tense. Every song is chilling, every lullaby a warning. There's a recurring trouble, trouble, trouble motif, a haunting little tune that hits different when the threat isn't just bullies in the playground, but ancient evil with emotional baggage. The music might stick in your mind, but so will the paranoia. A quick sidebar. What is it about towns like Derry that make even ordinary water pipes seem like invitations for supernatural disaster? I'm convinced the local real estate brochures just say, bedrooms, 3, bathrooms, 2, hallucinations, immediate. The standpipe appears in more nightmares per capita than the tax office. What really sets episode 1 apart is how it uses its characters. You want to root for them, you really do, but the showrunners have made a point. Nobody's immune. Plot armor? Not even close. Anyone can go, and go quickly. Derry is the Game of Thrones of small-town horror, only with more emotionally complex balloons and less dragons. The writing throughout is sharp, layered, and surprisingly funny. There are glimpses of hope and friendship, always just before something deeply unsettling happens. Maddie's escape attempt turns into a metaphor. In Derry, there's no way out, just new ways to suffer. When Maddie's disappearance gets the rumor mill going, you realize that if talk could kill, Derry wouldn't have a population problem. If you're still considering moving to Derry, here are 5 reasons to reconsider. 1. The tap water is mostly haunted memories. 2. Families have secrets so deep you'll wish for banal in-laws. 3. Birthday parties aren't celebrations, they're auditions for the next disappearance. 4. Every nursery rhyme doubles as a warning song. 5. The housing market practically includes free clown sightings with every mortgage. Now, let's talk about the horror, anchored not just in blood and monsters, but in dread that seeps into every moment. The creative team get full marks for atmosphere, monster design, and keeping every character one wrong step away from disaster. Even the comedy twists, like the mutant-baby scene, are creepy gold. Does episode 1 live up to the hype? Absolutely. Will you ever view red balloons, storm drains, or birthday candles in the same way? Not a chance. I loved every moment, from the nervous birthday scenes to the full-scale mutant baby horror and the swirling, often hilarious flood of trauma. So here's my score. A monstrous, mutant baby approved 4.5 out of 5. It's brilliant, bold, wildly entertaining, and just weird enough to leave a mark. My only regret? Watching alone, in the dark, and now my drains make suspicious noises. If you survived this far, congrats! Comment your favorite mutant, your wildest Derry theory, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. That's my review of It, Welcome to Derry, Episode 1. Witty, weird, and packed with more trauma than a clown suitcase. Until next time, may your balloons stay grounded and your birthday parties unhaunted.